Hi everyone, welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizon part 24. Last episode we have been clearing out a area of my island and I have actually moved couple different villager houses to the ocean. Isabel had also announced that the shop was upgrading, so we will get to see the new shop today. I'll also be going ahead and checking out Harvey's island since it has been around 4 to 5 episodes that I've actually skipped it. And I definitely want to go for it since we do have quite a few new features we can use if we do go ahead and visit the Harvey island. If I do get a time, I'll quickly go ahead and clear out the river in my island as well. I'm not really sure if I do want to use the current rivers that is flowing through, but I might be able to use it. Even with that, I do have to completely clear it out before I start my new design. Either way, we have a broadcast here from Isabel as usual. It seems like there is a new visitor in the campsite, which I'm pretty excited to check out. If there are a villager that I really like, I'll quickly go ahead and invite them to my island as well. We're also quickly gonna go ahead and check out our new shop, which I'm very excited for. After all, we are gonna find more furnitures and I'm pretty excited for it. As usual, in the beginning of the episode, I'll quickly go ahead and check out the mail. We also have a present. It seems like we are doing pretty well with the Happy Home Academy. Alright, let's quickly check out what we got. And of course, the present is a gold HHA plate. Not bad. I think I'll go ahead and hang it on the wall in my house. I do have to clear out my pockets. So let me quickly do it before we move on with this episode. As far as organizing my house goes, I still have it in my list. Hopefully one of these days I'll get enough time to go ahead and organize all of my rooms. But here we are with the new Nook's Granny. Pretty cool. There are definitely new items that I do want to buy. It also seems like we do have festival coming up, which is in February 20th. I guess it's the next episode. But for now, I will just buy the other items. As far as the festival item goes, I'll not buy any of these right here. I'll go ahead and get it directly from Pave. I think those items are much better, so I'm not gonna buy this one. But of course, we have other items to buy. The third one is the one that I'm most interested in. This one I think I'll be able to use in my main room in the upstairs. Unfortunately, I still don't have it since I do have to complete my current loan. But I think I can still go ahead and buy these and store them in the storage. Both of these items on this table right here are also pretty helpful. So I'm quickly gonna buy them as well. This is really exciting because now that our shop is upgraded, we'll be able to get more items that we can actually buy. And I think that's amazing. Either way, let me quickly check out the cabinets before we move on. As usual, all of these items are still gonna be the same. I don't think we'll have anything new in this section. But I think we'll have more wallpapers and flooring available in that section. Alright, so we do have around 8 wallpapers and 8 flooring, which is way better than before. But as for today, I think there's only one wallpaper that I'm interested in, and it's this standard tea room wallpaper. There we go. That is all for the shop for today. Let me quickly go ahead and complete my daily task before we move on with our, I guess, island transformation or terraforming. While talking to my villagers, it seems like Ken is busy with a DIY recipe. It is for a gold armor. Alright. Not something I was expecting from Ken here, but I think I'll take it. Golden DIYs are pretty rare. I only think I have around one of them till now. That is the golden mask. So this one is definitely pretty cool and I'm quickly gonna learn it as well. Let's quickly check out what we need to craft this one as well. And of course we need golden nuggets. Alright, I have been storing up quite a few golden nuggets. So I think I do have enough to craft this. But I will not craft any items for now. Maybe once I have the island ready, I can craft some of these items. Well, since I'm here right next to the campsite, I'll quickly go ahead and check it out as well. And it seems like we have Monty. Alright. It's pretty rare to see monkey villages, so I think I'll go ahead and invite this one to my island. But of course, we do have to win the game in order to invite them. So I'll quickly go ahead and talk to Monty right here until he plays the game with me and I'm able to actually win it. Hopefully he does point out a villager that I don't really like too much and I'm okay to let go. But let's see what happens. Finally, after 5 minutes, I was able to get him to play the game again. Let's see if he can actually go ahead and win this one. I feel like usually if he does get the 4 cards, that card game is much difficult than either selecting whether it's a red or a green one. Unfortunately, I got that game right here and luckily I did select club, so I am able to go ahead and invite him to our island. Let's see what the resident services people will actually say. Alright, he is back and of course there is no space in my island right now since I do have 10 villages. Let's see which villager he is gonna select in his case. And it is Agent S. Okay, I think it's fine since we do have Peanut. Alright, not bad. I'm happy to have Monty in my island. Although I should say Agent S was in our island for a very short time. I didn't really get to know him that well, but you know, we do have to get more villagers into our island after all. Either way, that's all on the campsite visitor. Now that we have that sorted, I'll quickly go ahead and complete the rest of the daily task and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, here I am in the airport. Let's make our way to Harvey's island. I don't think we need the Nook Miles ticket for this one, so we should be good. There we have it. I could have done this one way before when I did visit him around day 5. Unfortunately, I didn't really get the time to since we had to complete the island and get it to 3 stars. But now that we have a 3-star island and since we are starting terraforming, I think it's time for me to go ahead and visit his island and get more extra features over there as well. I should say this is the first time I'm actually visiting Harvey's island. Unfortunately, in my last island, I really did not go to Harvey's island and didn't really get the special perks of this island. But this time I'm hoping to actually get it. Here he is as usual. I do have to say I really like this oven right here. I already have its recipe, so hopefully I'll be able to craft it pretty soon. Now that we are here, let's quickly talk to him as well. For the first visit in his island, I don't think we'll have anything new other than just trying out his house where we can actually go ahead and take different kinds of photos of our villages, which I am pretty interested in. Let's see if I can actually go ahead and do that as well. Before we enter, this item right next to the door is actually so cute. I'm not really sure if it's a DIY recipe that we can actually get. Let me know in the comment section if that is so, and if it is, I think I'll be interested to get that item. I mean, it's super cute. Once we enter his house, he does talk about the studio that he has right here and the different things that we can actually do to completely organize this room to our taste and have villagers invited here to take different kinds of photos. In this case, we can also go ahead and use furnitures that we already own on our island. I'm pretty excited about it. We also have wardrobes that we can use. This will contain all the clothing items that we have bought till now. And it is one of the main reasons why I like to buy different clothes every single day from Able Sisters. Let's see which room is pretty good for us. And I'm going to quickly go ahead and work with that one. The room upstairs is not something I'm looking for, so I'm going to check out the downstairs basement as well. But I think it's one of those rooms that I might not be able to use either. The upstairs and the basement are 2 rooms where you can actually invite most of your villagers. and have all the furniture set in pretty easily. So if you do have around 10 villagers that you're gonna invite, I think that's a really good room. In this case, I'm gonna go to the right side room. Hopefully this one is much better. And it is. I really like this wallpaper. I think I'll go ahead and organize this room. Hopefully I'll be able to take a couple different photos with some of my favorite villagers right here. There we go. I have gone ahead and added all the items that I really liked right here. As you can see, this looks super cool and I'm so happy with the organized items. I really wish there was a TV in this room. It would have been so good if there was one. Unfortunately, I don't really have a TV yet. So hopefully once I get that one back, I'll be able to reorganize this room to add all of those items. Anyway, that's all for now on Harvey's Island. Hopefully I'll be able to get the update where we can actually visit back to this island and start adding some customized shops. I think we do need more bells for those, but I think it's worth going ahead and having some of those shops available in this island so that you can actually go ahead and get some other stuff completed. Either way, here is my room. Hopefully this did inspire you guys to go ahead and organize this room and Harvey's Island as well. Let me know in the comment section if you did have a different idea on this room and how you were able to organize it. Either way, let me make my way back to my island and continue with the terraforming over there as well. When I reach back to my island, it seems like my phone is actually ringing. Let's see what Harvey has to say. Alright, he's talking about Photopia as well as posters. Oh yeah, this reminds me, we can actually get posters of any villager that we do invite to Harvey's Island. And I think I do have around 4 posters now since I did invite 4 of my villagers, which is pretty nice. But the posters are not the same as the photos that you do get from the villagers themselves, which is something I have been personally trying to get. Right here is the first time I did faint from 2 wasp bitings and I did get a new Nook Miles task completed for it. Alright, that is something new. Hopefully that does not happen again. Up next, I did go ahead and quickly clear out all the trees that were in this side of the island. As you can see, it's completely clear. The next thing for me to do is go ahead and close up that pond, as well as clear up the river that we have going around my island. I also need to go ahead and quickly remove this rock as well as that tree that I just planted right there. Once those things are cleared up, I'll finally be able to go ahead and put up my design. As far as the island design goes, I do have the design for the entrance of the island, which is something I'll be working for this episode. Hopefully I'll be able to at least have an outline by the end of this video so that you guys can actually maybe have a visualization of how it might look like. Either way, let me quickly complete closing up this pond right here. Unfortunately, it seems like one of my villagers has decided to go ahead and block the path. I think this happens to everyone when we start terraforming our island, where the villagers just actively try to stop us from terraforming it. But let's see, maybe I'll be able to wake him up and completely close up this small pond right here. As far as the terraforming goes, I'm thinking of mostly just showing you guys the outline, and once I do complete the outline itself, I'll go ahead and show you guys the end result of that part of the island. I'm not gonna be planting any trees or any items right now, but I'll just be quickly going ahead and placing up the, I guess, kind of foundation for this island before we start with the other items. There we go, we are almost done with this pond. Thankfully, my island does not really have too many ponds. This is the only one that I'm gonna be closing up. As for the other hard pond that I have, I'm actually planning to keep it for my 5-star island. Personally, I'm not really sure what kind of designs I might do around that pond, but I do know that I want to have it in my 5-star island. So this was the only one pond that I had to actually fill. This pond is also the main reason why I selected this island in the first episode. I did want to have an island which didn't have too much water, so that I didn't have to take too much time filling up all of these rivers as well as ponds. Now I do have one main river which I definitely want to go ahead and fill up. I'm still gonna go ahead and have a river on my island, but I think I do want its course of way to be a bit different than what it is right now. So I will be filling it up as well right here in this episode. Here I did get a balloon present with a zap suit. I do have one already, so maybe this one I can actually go ahead and donate. Right here when I visited my home, I actually got another mail from Harvey, which is pretty surprising. He mentioned us about an upgrade in his island, so I did make my way back. Let's quickly check this one out before we go back to terraforming our island. Here we are, and seems like there is something a bit different. Seems like we have a very huge area just behind his island. Alright, here is Harvey, let's talk to him. Of course, I think I know what is happening right here, but let's see if that is true. Alright, he does have plenty of folks as well as Hattie right here. She is actually gonna go ahead and give us a new hairstyle every single day. This is something that is a way to get a newer hairstyle, and I'm pretty excited about this. Hopefully I'll be able to get a new hairstyle pretty soon. Unfortunately, I don't think it will be in this visit. Maybe in the next episode we can visit this island back again and get a new hairstyle. Apart from the explanation that Harvey is giving us here, I see that there are a lot of Lloyds in the background. I don't know if I should be calling them Mr. Lloyds at this point, but it seems like we have something going on. Maybe we'll be able to quickly talk to them and see what we are supposed to do here, and hopefully I'll be able to help Harvey here as well. There we go. Let me look around and see what's happening. Seems like we have couple different Mr. Lloyds. I'm just gonna call him that from now on. I also try to see if we can remove all of these items from Harvey's island. Unfortunately, none of my tools are actually usable in this island, so I guess we can't really do anything much. Also, I do have to mention this is the first time I'm having this upgrade of Harvey's island, so I'm pretty new to all of these. So I might not be able to understand everything, but as far as I see with this guy, he does seem to have a shop that he's gonna have open here, and all we have to do is donate some bells for it. This one mentioned rugs, so I think this shop would probably be Sahara's. I'm not really sure. Let's check out the next one. Alright. This one is for home storage. Alright, seems pretty helpful. I don't really have to carry any items for Harvey's island. I can just come here and get the items from this merchant right here. But I'm not still sure why we would have a storage available. Hopefully I'll get to know that soon. Ooh, okay. I see now. I guess we do need the storage because we can actually refurbish our furnitures right here in this merchant. I'm sorry, with this merchant. So I guess that's the use of that. Right here I think we'll have Leaf coming in. That is pretty cool. If I do need extra shrubs, I don't really have to wait for him or time travel through my game. I can just visit Harvey's island, get the stuff I need from him right here. I really wish I had this in my previous island. For some reason, I am not sure why it never came up in that island. Maybe because I never visited Harvey's island properly. Here we have another one. This one is for, I think it's Kix. I think that's his name. I completely forgot. But that is pretty cool. Let's see what this last one is gonna be before we move on back to our island. Ooh, alright, this one is from Red. So I guess I can still get some art even though he's not visiting my island. So that is good. I think I'll go ahead and donate some amount for this guy. After all, I am trying to complete my art museum, so this might actually help me. In the future episodes, if I do have some extra bills, I'll come back to Harvey's Island, go ahead and get all of these shops ready. After all, it seems like it's pretty helpful, so I'm pretty excited to go ahead and get all of these shops up and running. We do have Harriet right here. Unfortunately, she is not available for a haircut today. Hopefully she is in the next episode though. Either way, this is definitely a very advantageous upgrade for Harvey's Island and I'm super excited to come back here. Hopefully I'll be able to come here at least once per day as a basic daily task, and I'll be able to check out all of the items that we might get from these shops. So I made my way back to my island and decided to go ahead and check out Nook's stop. As usual, my bonus is running pretty well, so I did get 300 Nook miles. Let me quickly go ahead and check out the Nook shopping. Ooh, alright, we have Castle Tower today. It's something I do want to buy at some point, but not today since I don't really have too much bells that I can actually spare. After all, I have been saving it up for my home loan as well as for all the shops that we do need from Harvey's Island. So I did decide to come back. I took out all of the savings that I had and decided to go ahead and at least donate for one of these shops. I'm not really sure if we can actually donate for multiple shops in one day, but at least let me quickly go ahead and give it a try. There we go, that is on the art. So probably by tomorrow we'll have Red appearing right here with his new art collection. Alright, let me try donating for this one as well. Ooh, never mind, they're not gonna accept any more donations. So I guess we do have to only donate once per day. It might take me around 6 days, but I'm pretty excited to get all of these shops up and running. Once I made my way back to my island, I decided to finally start terraforming. As you can see, I'm just in front of my resident services building. This is the point where I'll start terraforming my island. For the basic designs of my cliffs, I did use one of the most available apps that you have for designing your island. It's one of those apps that is free. I don't really remember its name right now, but I will have it linked down in my description, just in case if you're interested to check it out. But I'm not going to be following the design from point to point. I'll just have it built as far as I can, and I might adjust the design as the way it goes right here and the way it might actually look on my island. Unfortunately, as far as my design goes, I might have to close up the river as well. So that is definitely something I have to do before I start the terraforming. So maybe I'll be able to cover up the river in this episode and start terraforming after that. Unfortunately, it's a bit difficult to put up my design on this island considering that whatever I had in the app is a bit different from the island itself. So I just have to eyeball it and see if it looks good. If it does not, I'll go ahead and change up the design. Alright, so here we are. This is the new design that I just made. Nothing is really complete. I'm just putting the border of each of these cliffs and just making sure that I have the river going in the right direction before I continue completing the cliff itself. Definitely it's not the complete design. I might actually go ahead and change it up a bit while I'm filling up the cliff itself. But if you did check out the dialogue with Nate right there, he did have a thought bubble on his head, so I thought he is moving away from my island. But of course, he was just thinking about gifting me a cordless phone. Either way, here is the completed cliff, and I did go ahead and change up the river a bit more. Personally, I think it's a pretty good progress for my island. I also added a second cliff on the first one, so there are 2 different levels for it. Hopefully I'll be able to quickly complete this part of the island and start moving the islanders back to their newer positions. Right here I just got a balloon present with a sari, which is pretty nice. As far as the terraforming goes, I was super tired after terraforming for a long time, so I decided to switch things up a bit and made my way to the museum. I did collect the fossils for today, so I'm quickly gonna go ahead and donate it. Hopefully, I have at least a couple of fossils to donate for today. Let me quickly ask Blathers to go ahead and assess it. Alright, seems like we do have at least one fossil that we can donate. So let's see how much it's gonna be. And we have only one, but that's alright. At least we do have one fossil that we could donate for the day. Next up, I made my way to the cafe and it seems like Daisy May is right here. Alright, so that is pretty cool. I was not expecting her. And of course, we are gonna go ahead and get our coffee. Today we have pigeon milk added to it, so let's see if we have any new dialogue coming from this one. I'm also excited to see Daisy May here because it's pretty rare for random villagers or special characters to come into the cafe at the same time you are here. So I think it's a special thing as well. Alright, there we go. We have our new coffee. This time the color of the coffee is a bit different. And I think I will wait for it to cool down for a bit. Definitely exploring different option trees are pretty fun. Right here we got a new dialogue from Rooster as well. So let's quickly go ahead and drink up the coffee. There we go. I guess this was pretty cool. We did get a new dialogue from our character as well, which is pretty nice. Either way, I think this is a pretty good progress for this episode. After all, I did clear out the complete island and we did close up the pond as well. Ooh, okay. I was not expecting Cap'n to come right now. So this is another new scenario and I'm pretty happy I actually captured this right here. And this actually didn't happen one of those odd days where I was just playing the game offline. Hopefully I'll be able to capture the rest of the characters coming and getting their coffee as well. Alright Cap'n, you can go ahead and set sail. Pretty cool. But yeah, back to my topic. I think this is a good place for me to end out this episode. I'll be going ahead and trying to terraform a bit more offline. And hopefully I'll be able to show you guys the update in the next episode. And of course, the one time I'm talking, Brewster calls us back and goes ahead and gives us a present for visiting his cafe. So that is the first one we'll actually get. We still have plenty more that we can actually get from him. Hopefully I'll be able to capture those scenarios as well. Before that, here is the recipe. It is a cookie. Alright. I guess we could actually craft this one at some point, but let's check out the recipe itself. There it is. It looks super cute. Unfortunately, I don't really have any of those ingredients, so I do have to wait for a bit more. But that is all I had for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to support me more on Patreon, check out the links in my description. And I'll see you guys in the next one.